Log recording, 3:18 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's the 29th of May, 2023 of the Weaver John City, Roseman, California. So what's going on with you guys? We're ending out the Memorial Day by being totally relaxed and totally sleeping like crazy all day. While people go out for picnics and barbecues and enjoy the times, I tried to stay the hell away from the damn news by sleeping through it. I wake up and I turn on the YouTube and I turn on the regular news and I'm trying to see what the hell's going on these days. Kiev is still getting its ass kicked by Russia. Still ongoing. One of the clips I looked at online was and I don't know why the hell this keeps popping up left and right. You heard of Kerry Lake, right? Please tell me you said you hadn't. Please tell me you haven't. Your stomach's not churning yet? God. Oh, it was the last year when we're going through the damn. We're going through the voting primaries of Arizona, and then Miss Lake used to be a television reporter until she fell into the line of being a Trumplicant or a trumpet. Take your pick. This particular lady wanted the governorship, but she doesn't have any experience in being a governor or a governess, but she wants it to be held for the almighty Donald Trump. People said no. They voted in Katie Porter. And then she started bitching and yelling and started going over the courts left and right with pseudo evidence or no evidence. And of course saying, this stuff ain't valid. Bye. Go on. You can't do this. You can't do this. I got this. I got that. And people are going to be continuing to fight at this point over here. They still want me in office. They want me in office. I, I can't stop. I have to do this for them. I need to get in the office. Don't you understand? Basically, the court system start telling her, "Will you lay off already, woman? Good Lord, what is with you?" No, what's with the paranoid delusional there? I mean, there could have been a lot worse. I could have called her, but she's in need of therapy. She constantly wants the attention. She constantly wants to be rejected by the court systems because she still wants to be loved by this one orange. The old number 45 who got into office by connery and chicory and chicanery, I guess, and pillaging, pilfering, and plundering. Not to mention conning people like crazy. But no, for this particular woman, she had to do it all. She had to be all. She keeps telling people that she won, she won, she won. But the court systems didn't see it that way. And everybody's at fault. And this one, and that one, this one. And she goes on offensive for blaming things left and right. Last several months, she was losing her frickin' mind and pilfering people left and right for money because she thinks she's entitled. Did anybody label her a sore loser? Did she ever understand the concept of once you lost and once you just. No, there has to be a stopping point. The contest back in the 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore, they both had their own viewpoints, and apparently the electoral college and the popular were saying at this point that it was too damn close to call and H was getting in office. But there was a problem concerning about the voting mechanisms out in Florida. Oh God. What they were doing with the ballots, they called it hanging chads, and Al Gore challenged this, wanted a recount in Florida. Made a challenge all the way through the court systems on this one. It was found that some of the ballots did have some hanging chads, but there were decisions made. Court systems reluctantly agreed that it was George W. Bush who won the election. Al Gore had to graciously say, okay, that's it. The rest is history. Gore has been on the environmental side, going for the public sector a lot, but still trying to educate the people left and right what's going on these days. He wanted to be the environmental president. He really wanted to tell people and have the country change, but we didn't want it. At least not in one particular state with the hanging chads. So because of that, we had George W. Bush in office. But the thing is that I noticed about this. I mean, even though he did request the recount, and he was entitled, shall I say, to do a second count, just to verify. And they did. Took a hell of a lot longer, but they verified. And it went through the court system. And even the court system had to verify it. And once Gore got the word from the court systems, even up to the Supreme, even to SCOTUS, he was going to accept it because that's the will. That's the law. I mean, that he wasn't going to go any further than that. He wasn't going to go doing an insurrection shit. For the good of the country, he wasn't about to do that. Now, unfortunately, 20-some odd years later, we have a orange gas bag who couldn't deal with losing. After one term in office, he wanted the other term in office. He wanted more and more. But he couldn't because the will of the people spoke. But then the will of his own supporters said, screw it. So go to the Capitol and make it living hell. The videos show you otherwise. What's going on other than what the old gas bag was telling people left and right and everybody else who followed him, including the politicians inside. And they're still believing that crap, even though their own offices got raided, the corridors were filled, and the vote was delayed. The certification of the votes that made President Biden president. And everybody else who followed the Trumplicans. The Freedom Caucus? Shit. They're also pseudo-Trumplicans. They just never bothered to give up. They had the taste for power in their hands, and they lost it. We had two branches. Actually, we had Congress, we had the executive branch, and complete power of the conservatives. They had the purse for 2 lousy years, and they couldn't even get their act together. 2 lousy years, they couldn't even get any laws passed. For 2 lousy years, they couldn't do shit. For 4 years, we couldn't get any new laws passed because of this shit going on. And it's still ongoing. And the people are so deluded like Kari Lake, the followers out there who support the people like Kari Lake and Trumplicans, they still believe in other people's conspiracies left and right as truth and factual. So in the next 30 years, I guess, we're still going to be in this kind of phase where we're still questioning reality of every sort. So now we got to deal. We got to cope. But there are a lot of them are saying, no, 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 we can't, we can't, we can't. Gary is still trying to force her way, and nobody wants her. She can't even get back into journalism anymore. She can't even fucking write a book and sell her bullshit. Tell people what the hell's going on. Let the people buy the damn thing so she can be, she'll have some kind of a little bit of income coming in. But no, she's got a grift. She got a grift. She got a grift. She got to tell people in one way, without telling the people, that she needs money to continue on, to continue a fight in a state that's already chosen, certified. And some people are still going crazy over it. No, you stole the election from me. You stole it. You stole it. I have proof. I have proof. No, you don't have proof. Because if you had the proof, and you brought the proof over to the courts, maybe they would listen to you. But you didn't have the proof. You just had accusations. But that's proof. That's not proof. Show us the physical evidence. I don't have it this time, but I can get it. But you couldn't even bring it to the damn court? When you're coming into a courthouse and you're going to be making an accusation like this, you better have the damn proof. Otherwise, shut the hell up. That's what they kept trying to tell her, but she didn't shut up. It's even worse is when you already have them established as governors. Already established in their own chambers of legislation in the states. Majority rules, so now we get to tell people what the hell's going on in our state. But we must make this national. Are we in trouble? Yeah, basically we are in trouble because we can't get our dead ass working at this point over here. So what are we going to do? The question is, I have no idea. We're trying so damn hard to... What are we trying to do again? Make everyone's life easier or living hell. Depending on if you're the target or if you're the one targeting. For me online, it's the zeros and one targeting me to believe and think about this one. And you turn on the regular news and you see the quote-unquote corporate media trying to brainwash you into something. Sometimes you have to look at it a little skeptically, and sometimes you have to say, well, that makes sense. However, is it? They keep saying if you say a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. But if you know it's truth and you already have information that it is truth, I'm not going to argue with the damn thing. It's like if an earthquake happens, did it actually happen? Or was it all your imagination? If you can find proof, if you can find cracks, if you can find damage, if you get momentum recorded on record, then the earthquake actually happened. Otherwise, was it your imagination or not? Politics and people trying to find conspiracies. If they haven't got the damn proof, it's bullshit. Show me the seismograph. Show me the cracked rock. Show me the damage. Show me the impact area. Let me make the determination. Then I'll understand it. Oh, by the way, did you know we actually had a hurricane fly through over here with lots of thunder, lightning, and rain? There was. Right now it's just typical desert wind right now, about 30 or 40 miles per hour. It's a typical breeze that we have outside. What else is new? Good Lord, we're losing it today.